mentioned the League of Cities Women's Caucus. Can you tell us a little bit about the founding of the organization? So I know you were one of the early founding members, what that process looked like and the genesis of
Well,
it.
it's in order to get anything done within any organization, and especially the League of California Cities, you have to go through a resolution process. And they had a group of women had tried to put it forth before, a couple of years before, and it failed. In 2010, we gathered signatures, put the resolution before the General Assembly at the annual conference. And after a whole lot of discussion, as why was there a need for a women's caucus? And, you know, all the comments that you would expect to come out of a majority of a male audience, it passed. And so in February of 2011, we were finally established as a viable women's caucus. But I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the persistence of Rose Herrera, a council member from San Jose, she just ramrodded this through. She really did. And she is the reason that we exist today. And she is the reason that she rallied us around to make us realize we could do this. Again, women helping women. You know, we could do this. We just have to be united. We have to show why we're going to do it and how it will affect the members. And we did. And so here we are today.
Wow, that's a really inspirational story. So you mentioned that, it was proposed before, it got shot down, and because of the persistence of and leadership of Rose and yourself and other women leaders, it finally got passed. What would you say was the turning point then? Like, was it because of the big push, or why was it shot down before, and then it changed because you all did such a wonderful job pushing forward and making clear that we need this group? What was that like?
I think it's a combination of things. I want to say that the persistence of doing it again, and the fact that there at that point, we were seeing more and more women in elected positions, and women in elected positions tend to attend conferences and get involved in organizations because they want all the information. And so I think that had a whole lot to do with it. And just that we're not going to give up. We want this. We think it's necessary, and we're going to get it. If you shoot us down again, we're going to be back again next year. That kind of attitude.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, it was mostly like a room full of male electeds, right? And so what I'm hearing is that as more women city official got elected, the voice got stronger. And then you all were able to bring together a group of very strong women who were persistent and say, hey, we have the mass now. We know there's a need, even though there were a mass at the time. We all knew that the numbers are still low for women, and which showcases the need for the Women's Caucus and supporting more women in developing leadership and providing opportunities, right? And which is some of the things that we are doing now. And
Yes,
I have to say that, the organization's growth and turning point, I have to say that you were a big part of that.